Kung Fu cinema didn't just entertain us, it changed the world. It introduced the West to Eastern philosophy, discipline, and a kind of grace that no special effect could ever replicate. And the men who built that legacy, some of them are still here, still sharp, still inspiring. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the oldest Kung Fu actors still walking this earth, looking at who they were, what they gave us, and who they are now. Let's go. Gordon Liu/Liu Chia-hui, born 1951. Let's start with a man whose shaved head and piercing eyes became iconic. Gordon Liu. If you've ever seen the 36th Chamber of Shaolin, you already know why this man is a legend. He didn't just play a monk, he became one. Every movement was precise, every strike looked real, because his training was real. Born in 1951 in Guangdong, China, Gordon Liu was adopted into the Liu family, a household deeply rooted in the Hung Gar martial arts tradition. He trained under legendary Sifu Liu Chan-yung and entered the Shaw Brothers studio system at a young age, quickly rising to become one of its most bankable stars. His role in Martial Club, Heroes of the East, and of course the 36th Chamber trilogy cemented him as royalty in the Kung Fu world, and a whole new generation discovered him when Quentin Tarantino cast him in Kill Bill, playing not one but two distinct characters. Then in 2011, tragedy struck. Gordon Liu suffered a severe stroke that left him partially paralyzed and impaired his speech. It was a devastating blow to a man who had spent his life in perfect physical command. But here's what makes him a true legend. His spirit never broke. With the support of friends, family, and fans around the world, he began a slow and determined recovery. Today, Gordon Liu is in his early 70s. He has made public appearances, reconnecting with fans who never stopped loving him. The body may have slowed, but the legacy untouchable. Tai Lung, born 1946. Now here's a name that carries pure cinematic weight. T. Lung. Born in 1946 in Hong Kong, T. Lung was the definition of cool before anyone had the words for it. Tall, commanding, effortlessly charismatic. He was the kind of star the camera simply loved. He rose through the Shaw Brothers ranks alongside David Chiang, and together they became one of the most beloved on-screen duos in martial arts film history. Movies like Blood Brothers, The Duel, and Vengeance weren't just action films, they were operatic, emotional, cinematic masterpieces. T. Lung brought a depth to his roles that went far beyond the fighting. And speaking of fighting, the man could move. Trained in traditional Chinese martial arts, his screen presence was magnetic. Every stance, every glare, every slow burn moment before the action exploded, pure artistry. He later reinvented himself for a new era with his powerful performance in John Woo's A Better Tomorrow alongside Chow Yun-fat, a film that redefined Hong Kong cinema. That role reminded the world that T. Lung wasn't just a relic of the golden age, he was timeless. Today, T. Lung is nearly 80 years old, and he still carries that same elegance, that same quiet authority that made audiences fall in love with him decades ago, the true survivor of one of cinema's most glorious eras. Angela Mao, born 1950. You didn't think we were only talking about the men, did you? Because no conversation about Kung Fu royalty is complete without Angela Mao, the woman who made the world realize that grace and devastation could exist in the same person. Born in 1950 in Taiwan, Angela Mao trained in Peking opera from the age of 5, building a foundation of discipline, flexibility, and performance that would make her unstoppable on screen. She mastered Hapkido under the tutelage of Ji Han Jai, and it showed. Her strikes weren't just choreographed, they were devastating. She appeared alongside Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon and held her own in every frame she was in. Her own films, like Hapkido and Lady Whirlwind, weren't just strong, female-led action films, they were ahead of their time. She was doing in the 1970s what Hollywood is still trying to figure out today. Then, at the height of her fame, Angela Mao walked away. She retired, moved to New York, and quietly built a life outside the spotlight, running a restaurant, raising a family, living on her own terms. That kind of self-possession, that's a different kind of strength entirely. Today, Angela Mao is in her mid-70s. She has made rare public appearances over the years, and every time she does, the reaction is the same. Pure, overwhelming love. Because legends don't fade, they just wait.